Right now, law enforcement in Greene County are searching for a missing veteran after an incident involving a gun last night. Also, the back and forth over the debt ceiling continues today in Washington as the clock ticks toward a looming deadline. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. We begin with a developing story from Greene County where a statewide green alert has been issued for a man believed to have been involved in a domestic incident last night. Paul Anderson is now being considered a veteran at risk. He's about 5'7" tall and weighs around 150 pounds. Anderson has short brown hair, brown eyes, and was last seen wearing a dark-colored hooded sweatshirt. The incident happened on Hay Hollow Road in rural Blanchardville. The Greene County Sheriff's Office says alcohol and a gun were involved, which triggered a shelter-in-place order overnight. Anderson allegedly fired the gun at someone before running into the woods nearby. No injuries reported. Officials are asking people to remain vigilant in the area. If you see any suspicious activity or see Anderson, contact the Greene County Sheriff's Office. Dane County authorities arrested an Illinois man after he crashed into a deputy's vehicle and drove away. The crash happened this morning at the roundabout where County Highway N and I-90 meet. The 29-year-old deputy was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The 55-year-old Illinois man was arrested on tentative charges of OWI, hit and run, and resisting and obstructing. Let's head out to the weather patio now. Meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at our first warm weather. Not a bad day out there.
Yeah, it is very nice out right now. Honestly, the temperatures right now are already almost warmer than the high temperatures were yesterday. We are still dealing with a little bit of smoke across the area, but it's not too bad. Currently 66, which is warmer than the high temperature yesterday. And if we look at the temperatures across our region, pretty much our entire area already in the 60s. And during the afternoon, we likely will see temperatures reach the 70s for many locations. We also will continue to see partly sunny skies with a little bit of a breezy condition, a south wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. However, as we head towards the overnight hours, we are going to see some showers and maybe some storms. Right now, all that rain is to the north and west of us, and it likely won't enter our area until after sunset. But there is a marginal risk for severe weather, which is just a 1 out of 5 chance, but it is possible we could see a few severe thunderstorm warnings. Some of the storms could contain large hail, damaging winds, maybe even an isolated tornado. And although Madison is not under the marginal risk, there still is a chance for some severe weather here in Dane County. Now, the storms will likely not enter our area until after sunset, so definitely enjoy your afternoon. But they will start to the north and west during the later evening, and then during the overnight hours, they will eventually make their way into Madison. Now, it does look like temperatures tomorrow will be cooler, but nice weather for the weekend. I'll talk more in detail about both tomorrow's forecast and the weekend forecast a little bit later in the show. But the good news is that the rain will likely not enter our area until the overnight hours.
Perfect timing. Jacob, thank you. Negotiations continue today on a plan that would raise the debt ceiling, but still be able to pass both chambers of Congress. But a sticking point in the talks could be emerging. Nicole D'Antonio has more details from Capitol Hill.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says negotiations over the debt ceiling are progressing.
We got to get it done, so we're going to work until we can get it done.
But House Republicans insist on including stricter work requirements for Medicaid and food stamp recipients.
It's not right to take your tax dollars and pay somebody to stay at home. We got jobs opening. So if that's one of the things he's calling out, no deal.
But many Democrats say the Republican plan goes too far.
They have blown up the deficit time and time and time again, and now what they want to do is cut programs for ordinary people to fund bigger tax cuts for the rich. It's abominable.
Prior to leaving for Japan, President Biden hinted that he may be open to some changes.
I voted years ago for the work requirements that exist. But it's possible there could be a few others, but not anything of any consequence.
Some Senate Democrats are drafting a letter to President Biden asking him to cut off the negotiations and just pay the debt without congressional approval. The letter says, we write to urgently request that you prepare to exercise your authority under the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, which clearly states the validity of the public debt of the United States shall not be questioned.
Mandates that the United States pays their bills. There's nothing in there about a debt ceiling. There's nothing in there about anything else. It just says pay your bills.
Biden has said he's considering the 14th Amendment, but says it wouldn't help the current debt crisis. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And President Biden also acknowledged that invoking the 14th Amendment would trigger a massive legal fight and could do some economic harm as well. Overdose deaths in the U.S. appear to have hit a new record in the last year. Provisional CDC data shows almost 110,000 fatalities. Although the final number won't be available until after the records review, that total surpasses the high set in the previous year by about 500. It also suggests the years-long trend of increases is leveling off after a surge during the pandemic. Rideshare giant Uber has announced several updates and new features, including rides that will allow teens under the age of 18 to travel by themselves. The company says parents can create accounts for their teens to help them get to sports practices and other activities. The rides will include live tracking, an audio recording feature, and an option for parents to contact the driver directly to monitor the trip's progress.
It's got safety built in from the start to the finish. We get the best drivers who are the most experienced, who have the best ratings. At the beginning of the ride, there's a PIN code that the teen has and the driver has. They've got to match so that you make sure you're in the right car.
The teen accounts will be available in select cities in the U.S. and Canada starting Monday. Uber also announced other new features, including an option for a car seat if you're traveling with a younger child, the new group grocery feature, and an option to request a ride over the phone. Well, the Henry Viola Zoo has been the center of controversy for the last few years, facing animal welfare concerns, accusations of a hostile work environment, and sexual assault allegations against its director. Multiple investigations last fall seemed to put the zoo in the clear, but an employee who left the zoo just 2 months ago says that's not the whole story.
My first day, I walked into the hospital and I was like, oh no, oh, what did I do? There's these things happening that shouldn't be happening at a zoo that is AZA accredited.
Tonight at 6, investigative reporter Braden Ross uncovers new allegations against the zoo and how they're responding. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Why Walgreens is paying millions for a new settlement, and one of the world's oldest surviving biblical manuscripts goes up for auction. Details coming up in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way.
All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Everybody wants a whiter smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades whiter teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth, let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the Stain Out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be 1 step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, and it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs this Mother's Day and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of Margaret, who never let a cookie jar run empty. Her service was cookie-themed, with everyone enjoying her tasty treats. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way.
All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Montana has become the first state to enact a complete ban on TikTok. The legislation is set to take effect in January. A TikTok spokesperson said the law infringes on First Amendment rights. The U.S. prohibited TikTok on federal government devices over concerns about the social media platform's ownership by the Chinese company ByteDance. San Francisco says Walgreens will pay the city nearly $230 million to settle a case over the pharmacy chain's distribution of opioids. According to San Francisco's city attorney, the settlement is the largest amount any city has received from a single company in opioid-related litigation. San Francisco had sought more than $8 billion. And an 1,100-year-old Hebrew Bible has been sold for $38 million. Sotheby's says it's one of the world's oldest surviving biblical manuscripts. The leather-bound handwritten parchment volume contains a nearly complete Bible. It's being donated to a museum in Tel Aviv. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 149 points. The NASDAQ, though, up 99. The S&P 500 up 8.5. New at noon, apparel made by some athletic wear brands have been found to contain high levels of the toxic chemical BPA. It's a chemical that's used to make certain types of plastic, and it's been linked to asthma, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Items include leggings from Athletica, Champion, Kohl's, Nike, and Patagonia, sports bras from Sweaty Betty, athletic shirts from Fabletics, and shorts from Adidas, Champion, and Nike. A Minneapolis man has been charged with stealing the iconic ruby slippers from the Wizard of Oz. Police said in 2005, that is, a thief broke into the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids, smashed a glass case in the gallery, and stole the slippers. The shoes were recovered in 2018 during an undercover operation in Minneapolis. After an examination, the slippers were determined to be authentic, valued at $3.5 million. 76-year-old Terry Martin now faces 1 count of theft of major artwork. Next at noon, we'll share today's egg prices, and Jacob's back with a complete forecast. And today on Live at 4, we head back to 1985 and visit a most unusual dairy farm in Grant County. It's our Traveler Throwback Thursday.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all-new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale, going on now.
DePaco Credit Union empowers your well-being, helps you reach your goals. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new custom sofas and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Vanessa Williams keeps things in perspective. You just celebrated a birthday?
It's a privilege. The older you get, the less you care about what everybody else has to say.
I love that.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
A small town in the 608 celebrates its Norwegian roots in a big way, and you're invited.
Tomorrow, Josh sneaks a peek at what you'll enjoy at Stoughton's Set into My Festival.
And after a cool Friday, we do have a warming trend next week. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report out of the radio barn today. She'll be back on Monday. So here are your farm numbers. Well, here's a little bucket list inspiration for you. A British traveler has set a new world record by visiting all 7 wonders of the world in less than 7 days. Tina Kraus shares his whirlwind adventure.
I've got to hit the road. And
when Jamie McDonald said goodbye to his family in England,
and I'm going to bring you something back really special.
He knew he'd be gone for less than a week.
This challenge for me made me the most nervous because there was 43 pieces of transportation that needed to go right.
His mission, to see the 7 wonders of the world in less than 7 days.
Come on, we're doing it.
Starting with the Great Wall of China.
I actually feel quite emotional.
Then the breathtaking Taj Mahal in India.
I don't think I've ever seen anything as beautiful as that as a building goes. Oh, wow.
And the ancient city of Petra in Jordan.
3 out of 7 wonders.
But there was little time to revel in the moment. McDonald had another plane to catch.
18F again.
He took 13 flights in all, 16 taxis, 9 buses, 4 trains.
Here we go.
And a toboggan, as he ticked off a bucket list of world landmarks.
Can you actually believe people used to fight to the death down there? It just blows my mind.
With every wonder he witnessed, the Globetrotter, known as Adventure Man, raised money for his superhero foundation helping kids with disabilities.
We've done it, Jamie. We've done it?
And on the final lap at Chichen Itza in Mexico, he set a world record. Just in time to fly home for more adventure. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Hello, God, I've missed you.
In the end, the trip took 6 days, 16 hours, and 14 minutes. Jacob, that's an incredible journey.
Yeah, that's quite something. Probably a little bit above my pay grade, but let's take a look right now at the 3 things you need to know. We are going to be mild today, but we are going to see those scattered showers, mostly after dark though, but then we're going to see a return of the sunshine and 70s for the weekend. Now, right now, all of that rain is far to the north and west of Madison. It's right now in southern Minnesota and far northwestern Wisconsin. If we zoom in on our area and look at the severe weather outlook, there is a marginal risk for a lot of locations to the northwest of Madison and Dane County. Really, a lot of central and northern Wisconsin is also in the marginal risk. But even though Madison and Dane County are not under the marginal risk, it doesn't mean we won't see any severe weather. So here's a look at futurecast. We're going to remain cloudy, see some peaks of sunshine throughout the day. The storms will enter the northwestern portion of our area sometime between around 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. and then they will slowly make their way towards Madison. This will likely be well after sunset. By the time we get to around midnight to 3 a.m., that's the greatest chance for some rain, possibly some thunderstorms in Dane County, but it's likely not going to last very long because by sunrise tomorrow morning, a lot of the rain will have already been pushed off to the east. And then throughout the day tomorrow, we'll see more sunshine, but temperatures are going to be relatively chilly. Those winds will be out of the northwest and bringing in some of the cold air from the north, so we'll see high temperatures in the 60s. This is a look at the precipitation forecast. Heaviest will be off to the north and west, but Madison could definitely see around 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch of rainfall. Some of these totals could be a little bit higher depending on where some of the thunderstorms pop up, so we could see some isolated amounts up to 1 inch. That's definitely possible. Now for the overnight hours, we'll see low temperatures in the mid-50s, so a little bit warmer than last night where we saw lows in the 40s with those scattered showers and thunderstorms. And then for tomorrow, we're going to be mostly dry during the day as that rain will have cleared out by sunrise. The temperatures will only be in the lower 60s, but they're going to rebound quite nicely for the weekend. A lot of sunshine is expected with high temperatures in the lower 70s. Just about perfect weather is expected for the weekend. And for those that like it a bit warmer, it is going to warm up throughout next week, and we're going to continue to see that sunshine. Highs will be in the lower 80s towards the end of next week, but there also will be the chance for some storms. Now, I want to mention that we are still doing the umbrella contest, and if you would like to submit a photo, you can do it to the email address on the screen, firstwarn@WISC-TV.com. This could be a photo of any kind of weather-related event, and the weather team here will then select a photo, and whoever's photo is selected will win a First Warn weather umbrella, and we are still doing this until May 26th, so there are several chances to win. We will announce a new winner every weekday at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. The good thing is that we likely aren't going to be needing the umbrellas tonight unless you're out at around midnight, because this will mostly be during the overnight hours. Some places to the north and west could see it a little bit closer to sunset, but as a whole, not going to be too much of an impact for Dane County. Maybe a slight chance of severe weather, especially for the north and west. But tomorrow, it will be mostly dry, although a bit cooler, and then very nice for the weekend.
All right. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you love foods that are stuffed, join us as we share a dish that'll leave you stuffed and satisfied. I promise, it will.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
I've never been afraid to express myself, to create a life I love. I worried cancer could steal my spark and become my identity. But UW Health designed custom treatments just for me. And now, my legacy, it's still in the making. Because standard, well, that's never been my style. UW Health, remarkable.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
This month, all Core-Tech water-resistant flooring is on sale at Surgenians. We offer the largest Core-Tech selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 12-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
At Lawton Cates, justice means helping with your medical bills, standing up to the insurance company, and demanding compensation for lost time at work. And there's never a fee until we deliver results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day, stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. wear. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Lease a new Ford F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Recent hailstorms in your neighborhood may have caused damage to your roof. Don't let fly-by-night, out-of-the-state, inexperienced roofers rip you off. Who should you trust to fix your roof and do it right? Fry Construction. For more than 20 years, Fry Construction and Home Improvement has continued to earn the trust of area homeowners. And when the roof over your family is damaged, we jump into action. After all, we're your neighbor too. Call Fry Construction and Home Improvement now to get your free hail inspection.
I don't know about you, but personally, I love anything that's stuffed. When I go out, there's a pretty good chance that I'll order the stuffed pork chop or chicken breast. And in a bakery, you can bet that I'll always go for a stuffed cupcake or a turnover bursting with apples. So today, I want to share another stuffed favorite that I know you're going to love. We begin by mixing some ricotta cheese with shredded mozzarella, a bit of grated Parmesan, and a few seasonings. Now, we dollop this onto the center of 6 chicken breasts that we flattened and sprinkled with salt and pepper. Then, we sort of roll them up. You want to make sure the chicken surrounds the filling so that it doesn't ooze out while it bakes. We'll sprinkle the tops of these with some panko breadcrumbs that we mix with a bit of paprika. Then, into the oven they go. What we end up with is a bundle of slow-roasted chicken that's brimming with a rich and cheesy Italian filling. Serve it up with some pasta and sauce for the ultimate feast. To get the recipe for our stuffed chicken muffins, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an Italian stuffed way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. This is Scrunchy. Scrunchy was among 22 cats transported to the Dane County Humane Society after they were rescued from a hoarding situation in Oklahoma. This 5-year-old cat is shy at first, but once she warms up to you, she's very friendly and curious. Scrunchy is not a fan of being picked up, but enjoys pets around her ears and head. She's looking for a quiet home and a patient family who will give her time to adjust to her new surroundings. To learn more about Scrunchy, go to giveshelter.org. Did you know that you can volunteer at Bratfest on behalf of the Dane County Humane Society? Sign up to volunteer and earn $10 for the Humane Society for every hour you help out. Various tasks include setup, grilling, operating cash registers, tear down, and more. Volunteers will also get a free T-shirt and a free brat and ice cream coupon. To learn more and register, visit the website on your screen. Last week's pet, Charlie the cat, is still available for adoption, but Eddie Max the dog, featured 2 weeks ago, has been adopted. If you're interested in adopting Scrunchy or checking out all the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, just go to giveshelter.org. Jacob's here now with one final look at the weather.
Thanks, Mark. We're going to see some showers and storms throughout the overnight hours. Low temperatures will be in the mid-50s, so a bit milder than what we saw last night. And then as we go into tomorrow, we are going to see relatively dry conditions with high temperatures around 60. So it is going to be a bit colder for sure, but like I mentioned, it's going to be relatively dry. But then as we go into the weekend, we are going to see temperatures in the lower 70s with very sunny skies, 80s by the end of the week with a few chances of storms. But overall, next week is looking very nice.
All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon and enjoy the sunshine. See you later.